Hello everybody, this is Gareth Cahoon Speaks back here with another video. I'd like you to hit the subscribe bar or give me a thumbs up if you like the video, or even better than that, you could leave me a comment or hit the notification bell to be notified when I post my next video. Or otherwise you can look me up at my website, which is www.garethcahoon.co.uk, or if you would like to donate to my ministry you can do so by PayPal garethcahoon3@gmail.com. This one's about Israel. Vows defence independence with 110 billion arms expansion strategy. You see, the reason that Israel is looking to diversify and bring in its military spending in-house is because it has been let down in the past, because France in the 48 war and then the 67 war had promised Israel that it would give Israel ships and planes, but it decided overnight not to, and also decided to keep the money. So Israel flew in a few spies in the middle of the night, and they went and took the ships that Israel had paid for out of French waters and brought them to Israel. Now they didn't get the planes that they were that paid for, but and then America under Joe Biden stopped military spending to Israel also. So Israel is really in a predicament of not being able to defend itself because its so-called allies can pull the plug at any second. So here's why Israel is committing roughly 110 billion, about 350 billion shekels over the next decade into building up its defence industry and military industrial base. A huge strategic and economic decision explained clearly. Strategic self-reliance and independence. Israel leadership, especially Prime Minister Bibi Netanyahu, says the goal is to become less dependent on foreign arms suppliers, even close allies like the United States. That's because in recent years some countries have restricted or delayed arms sales to Israel in response to its military operations, especially during the Gaza war. Investing in its own industry is designed to ensure that Israel can arm itself on its own terms in future conflicts without political strings attached. Lessons from recent wars and supply constraints. The conflicts since October 2023, including the Gaza war and tensions with Hezbollah and Iran, have depleted weapon stocks and shown how vulnerable Israel can be if foreign suppliers tighten controls or slow deliveries. Israel leaders believe the country must guarantee its own weapons production for ammunition, advanced systems, drones, and other vital gear, rather than relying on others. Enhancing national security in a volatile region. Israel sits in one of the world's most unstable regions, facing threats from multiple fronts, including Iranian-backed militias, missile and drone attacks, proxy forces in Lebanon and Syria. This security environment drives demand for cutting-edge defence tech and robust domestic industry that can innovate rapidly and tailor systems to Israel's specific needs. Boosting the economy in the high-tech sector. A big defence industrial push isn't just about weapons, it also fuels technology development, jobs, investment and exports. Israel's defence sector has historically been a springboard for high-tech innovation. Example, drones, cybersecurity and sensors, and expanding it could make Israel a global leader in advanced military technologies with significant export potential. Shifting political and diplomatic dynamics, some analysts see the move as part of a broader geopolitical shift, a desire for strategic autonomy from Western allies, a hedge against the potential erosion of diplomatic and military support from some countries, a way to leverage Israel's military tech as a tool in foreign policy and trade relationships. Developing an independent defence base can give Israel more freedom in international affairs beyond narrow reliance on US aid or foreign contracts. Larger global trend towards domestic defence production. Many countries are increasing domestic military production to secure supply chains and reduce reliance on imports. Israel's 110 billion plan fits the global pattern where nations aim for strategic and industrial autonomy in defence. So this is another brilliant move by Bibi Netanyahu, because as much as Israel has been the United States has been a friend to Israel, in the conservative movement, especially in Turning Point USA this year, there's been many questions about why America is funding Israel. And even I know the truth that America gets much more back from Israel in by ways of security and upgrading America's military tech, that Israel is basically an American base in the Middle East, and America gets a lot more advantages from supplying Israel with the military tech than Israel gets from using that military tech, even though it is to Israel's advantage. But Israel is an independent country. It is strong. It has 10 million people. And it needs to bring its defence into its own borders so that nobody can pull the spigot and say no more arms. It'll all be better for Israel when she's supplying all of her own military needs, even for the Iron Dome and everything else. So this is just another sign of Israel's growing strength and security in the world that she's living in right now, with radical Islam on the rise and other constraints that are coming against her from Iran, Hezbollah, the Houthis, Hamas, and other factions. Shalom, Maranatha, and Hallelujah.